Gamers. Zomboid? There we go. Gamers, it is disgusting here today. It is rainy, it is gray, it is a perfect time to sit inside and play Zomboid. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Previously on stream, I have suggested that I was going to take some time to either like do a low-key stream or play offline and record just to clean some things up. Haven't done it. Simply didn't get around to it. So we're still working with basically the setup that we had last time we streamed. Which is that we've made some decent inroads on cleaning this neighborhood up. But there remains work to be done. We've secured these two houses. These two houses still need to get boarded up. And we found a little bit of food here and there, which has been nice. Alright, this house appears to have already been broken into. Oh yeah. Right to work. Okay. That takes care of that. Let's see how many other spots have gotten broken into on this house, though. Because if there's one broken board, there's probably going to be more. In fact, I hear thumping. Oh, okay, there's two of you. I do think that's a nightstick, though. So I'll be taking that. And then I'll also be relieving you of your machete that you had, just so I have it around for later. Did I actually get it? Yeah. Now, who else actually made it in here? Does that window still have a board? Yes, okay. It might just be that front window. Everything else in here appears to be fine. So not the worst outcome, honestly. I think I left a plank over here that I should be able to grab. Have me eat the rest of this fish fillet. I gotta drop some weight here. Very heavy load is not good. Barricade. And then we'll go do the other two houses across the street. And then we can get some actual focused looting done in here. Backyard isn't looking so bad. This is fine. Doesn't look like anybody's coming around the other side. And as long as I'm back here, I kind of want to take the opportunity to check this backyard, because I don't have visibility along the side of the house. So we'll take a peek from back here. Thought I saw one up there. But I guess I'm not going to worry about it too much. Alright, this backyard actually looks alright. I don't hear any thumping coming from inside. So let's do something that's like unnecessarily risky. And just start cutting down trees so that we can improve the visibility back here. Okay, actually it's very quiet. Give me one of you. Get this glass out of here. It's still very quiet. You can go in here. Oh, hello. I didn't see you previously. No one else down here, though. Then after we're done with the windows, we'll start on the doors, but we're gonna need to find a ton of hinges, probably. We also need to take a sit here relatively soon. Other than that, though, it's starting to get quiet in here. Which is a nice change. So we need to do 1, 2, just 2 more windows, looks like. 3 more windows. Give me 2 of you. And then a bunch of doors, but 2 more windows. Or 3 more windows. Still nothing. Let's actually make some visibility in this area. Alright, tired, in pain. We should take that sit inside that we wanted to take. Is the pain exercise fatigue or something else? Oh, I still haven't turned health debug off. That's my bad. Okay. Now we have a normal health screen. It's exercise fatigue. Okay. Well, we'll head upstairs. We'll take a quick sit. And then we'll take a quick rest. And we'll at least get our fatigue under control. I'll probably sleep in this bedroom tonight, so let's get this body out of here. Start up a new pile, like right here. What is so heavy on us right now? Is it just that I have a ton of weapons on me? Must just be that I have a ton of weapons. 3 empty gas cans. Don't really need those right now. Let's also get... Let's prepare this house for actually being lived in tonight. Can't just have bodies all over the place. That's no way to live. And then I still think there's 1 or 2 inside the house as well. So we'll get those cleared out. And this house is by no means safe because all the doors are still missing. But the upstairs has doors that close. So we'll at least be somewhat protected there. Alright, that should be, at this point, a livable house. For the 2nd floor, anyway. Now what you got to eat in here? Yeah, looks fine out here. You got any hinges on the ground there? No. We're gonna be really short on hinges. We might have to take apart some doors from upstairs. I can at least do this. That'll give us 1 door. But I think we need 4. Good books to read as long as we're going to be in here for a bit. Definitely not. We are nowhere close to any of those. How about upstairs? First aid kit. I don't need anything in there. Dead mouse, we can go back to later. It's a little bit of cooking XP. A 2nd first aid kit. I still don't really need anything in there. We can do a more thorough looting of this place later. For now, it's just kind of... It's not a great first aid kit. It's just kind of figuring out what the options are. Carpentry 1, cooking 1 we're done with. Mechanics 1 we're done with. That's empty, functionally. Cooking 1 we're done with. Carpentry 3, we've read already. a second crowbar. Don't think we're gonna have anything in here. Yeah. Alright. Well, we'll just go to bed a little bit early, I suppose. Maybe we could get a quick workout in. Can you work out if you're fatigued? I don't actually remember. We'll just do a 30-minute workout. There we go. And then we listen. I'm not going downstairs at 3:10 a.m. when it's still dark. So instead we're just going to work out again. And then put this back on. Put this back on. Sit on ground. Rest. Burn off the clock until like 6:30, ideally. Alright. Good enough. And then what do we got? Now remember, all the doors downstairs are broken. So it's totally possible that things could have wandered in the night. It does not appear to be the case. So give me this beef jerky for breakfast. In fact, I do see one person who's wandered nearby. 2 people who've wandered nearby. Okay. Let's get that taken care of quick. 3, 4. This is why we check. We're fine. This is why we check. That said, we are going next door to look for more hinges. We'll see what else has moved into the area. My board's still intact, at least. One of them is definitely missing. Which means that more of them are probably going to be missing. You actually saw me. Alright. Where? Here? Yeah, there. I want to go in the front then. If that's the way that's going to be. What level of maintenance was that anyway? Maintenance 9. Almost done. I mean, look, count your blessings. At least every other door is intact. It's just this asshole. We'll go clear the corner out, and then we'll chop down another tree and get rid of a plank. Because you know the corner is going to be busy. Okay. Anyone else? Doesn't look like it. Let's finally get this tree out of here then. And then we should have really good sight lines basically everywhere around this house. Beautiful. Rebarricade you. You can go back in here. You can also go back in there. You're not a lot of weight, but it's the principle of the thing. Clear. I'm seeing a lot of hinges. This is very positive. And I believe we've been upstairs here already, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's go get these other planks then from this tree we took down. Anyone further down here? No, it looks like all my planks are still intact over there. So I don't think I have to worry too much about that. Give me all 5 of them. Just get really heavy for a little bit, and then you'll be okay. Did we actually bring the exact correct number of planks? Holy cow, we did. Beautiful. And then the doors, if we can. Hey, the first hinges are going to have to go to that other house, I think. So here's one more door. And then I'd also like to have 4 planks, please. But I think I left a bunch of trees chopped at the side of this house that I can grab planks from. Maybe not, but I can cut down another one. Because I'd really like this whole little mini forest to just be gone. Just wind. Alright, I'll be taking 4 of these. I'll just make this door first. We'll work our way front to back. Alrighty. 2 more hinges, 1 more doorknob. Easy. Should be good leveling for like carpentry too, right? Yeah. We're almost at carpentry 6 already. Which is pretty good for not watching any shows. Weight is down to 81. So we might actually need to start thinking about eating a little bit more soon. Not yet. I kind of want to get to like 75 or so. Visibility slowly starting to improve in this backyard, although it's still not great. Also, there's a hinge here on the ground that I missed earlier. If you could just show me one more hinge. There we go. This neighborhood will not stay clear forever, but it does feel good to have it done, at least temporarily. I really don't want to fight that right now with 4 planks on me. Right. That takes care of that. Let's get this last door built. Beautiful. One more house done. Now let's grab something in here to eat. Get our fatigue back. There's plenty of other food in here for later. Some more minor migration. Now, how many more hinges can we scavenge from this place? Probably not a ton. There's one door's worth. Wind? Here? Just wind. It is a little windy today. Oh, I'm out of nails. Interesting. I didn't know I'd burned through all my nails already. We might have to find some more boxes of nails soon if we're going to keep up this home repair gig. There we go, another 100. Now, can I find 2 more hinges? Yes, I can do at least 1 more door. God, I'm so glad we found that axe and that random zombie. Really, let's just take a more deliberate approach to doing all of our looting. What's up, Big Seed? We are just slowly milling through the neighborhood here. I don't know how much crazy clearing I'm going to do tonight versus just like getting some things tidied up, getting some things put in order. But we'll see. It is a very lazy, gross Saturday here. It's just gray and rainy out, a little chilly. Seems like a good day for pretending to play The Sims with zombies. Now, if you could show me 1 more set of 2 hinges and a doorknob. Is such a thing possible? Are any doors broken upstairs on this house? No. Alright. I can at least get these things moved out of here. Don't need a house with a bunch of bodies in it, that's for sure. 2:10. I don't have enough time to loot today. We're going to move these 3 or 4 bodies out of upstairs. And then we're going to take everything that isn't nailed down in these 4 houses. Hello.
I like your hat.
Oh, thank you. My party hat. Party hat with stars. I found it. It's very precious to me.
Wow.
Yeah, this isn't even the worst part.
Impressive.
The worst part is around the corner.
Show me. If you can.
It's like all of this. And then it's like... just goes on for a long ways. It's been a little loud here. Up here's not like that bad, but there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done. It turns out that Insane Pop is actually like things that make you go, wow, that's insane.
Actually, insanity. Do you have a base?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to be back there anytime soon. Exceed says hi, by the way. You getting your day started? Did I kill anything in here? Apparently not. We want to save a little bit of stamina for the end of the day if we're going to go home, because we don't know if anyone else has migrated back there, and we want to make sure that we can fight if we need to when we get back. But this should be last body out of this house. And then we can start taking everything. Alright. We are going to sleep here tonight. We're already drowsy. So give me food. Equip primary. I think I might have forgotten to bring underscore books with me. Underscore books is not with me. That's unfortunate. No, we can at least use underscore food. Decent amount of meat. Use technically food. All of that, technically food. Saucepan with rice, technically food. Is that an empty jar? Yeah, it's an empty jar. None of that is necessary. We're at 7 out of 23. We do another house. Okay. Sure. And then sure. Big you. Take all you. We now have onion and tomato. We can make delicious chilies. That's very exciting. Puts us at 19. That's going to be an unload in my world. We actually need like a second duffel bag to hold all this crap. Alright, underscore food. You're going in here. I'm tired of feeling like I'm trying to load items onto zombie corpses, so everyone in this driveway is getting moved. And then we're going to go to bed. It is time to return home. It's not quite the trip I was looking for. I wanted to try and do all 4 houses in one go, but obviously we haven't brought enough storage with us to let me do that in an organized way. So I'm simply not going to do it. Let's do this until like 1900. Just tidy up out here a little bit. Prepare for eventually burning all these corpses out when we know that there won't be anyone else moving in. Just, I really don't want to get caught by a zombie. Right now, of all times. We're very tired. We're very fatigued. It would not be a good time for a zombie to show up. Speaking of, I think that's our cue to be done. I think that is definitely an indication that we should just go to bed. Now remember, this house isn't technically secure, just like the house you spent last night in. But it's probably good enough. Just send it. We're so tired. I think we'll sleep until like 6 a.m. anyway. It's 4:30. It's still not that bad. I'm just gonna do nothing until 6:30 because I don't want to get too tired today. This can go in here, so we're not too heavy. And where'd that last zombie go? I want to know where you went. It's not back there. He may have actually just moved on. Because I don't see him out front either. Yeah. We've kind of done it. Like, I'm sure the backyards of all those houses are going to be terrifying. But as far as the front yard is concerned, I think we're in all right shape. So let's book it back. Oh, there's 2 more zombies underneath me. Yeah, I'll take care of it later. We will return to this neighborhood again, because we're not actually done with those houses yet. We haven't taken everything. We've just taken a decent amount of food from them. I'm going to ignore most of what's going on down here. That zombie has a spear, though. I'm going to ignore most of what's going on up there, just to get back home in case we need to fight hard to get back home. Because I don't know what status of this neighborhood is down here right now. Looks alright. Aha. Here's why we check. Ah, here's definitely why we check. Anyone else? Doesn't look like it, but also it is gross today. So I'm just gonna book it inside. Muted on your side? Shouldn't be. I've got audio on my side. OBS suggests that microphone works and game audio works. Dude, the van is safely home. Feels dang good. Equip primary. The hammer needs to go in here, and I think the axe also needs to go in here. As do nails. I probably don't need rope on me if I'm being realistic. Oh, saw can go back in here. I probably don't need rope on me, but I also don't need rope in the truck. So rope is probably going to go in here. And then that should be pretty much it. Give me this empty tin can, unload all of this food. Transfer all. Transfer all. And then we'll go put underscore food away again. Because you live in the truck. And then we need to go find underscore books. Ah, there's where I left you. Grab underscore books. Underscore books also goes in truck. Now, after our skill binge, is there anything that we need? We might need fitness 3 now. Can't remember if that's one I have or not. Strength is really close. We could conceivably work out to get that. And then we could read strength 3 if we have it. We do have fitness 3, so that's going to be a decent place to start. Let's check the forecast and see what this the forecast is like for today. Turn on, tune in, sit down, read. Power grid blackout. Today 28. 20 mile an hour wind. Showers or heavy rain with a chance of snowfall this morning. I don't know if we've missed that or if it's still technically morning. Weather continues throughout the day. It's going to be rainy for the next couple days. Okay. Good to know. In that case, we're probably going to do a lot of reading today. Ah, there's the snowfall. Alright. It's going to be a cozy day inside, lads. We're going to get through a couple books. We're going to read a magazine or two to keep ourselves from getting too bored. We can cook a bunch of the meat that we found in these houses. Have ourselves a little tasty treat. In fact, let's get a fire going. Add scrap wood. I want like 6 hours of fuel in this thing. So that's 3. This will be 4.5. This will be 6. And then light it with just a random sheet of paper. Now, let's do a little bit of organization. I want everything that's meat or a cooking ingredient to go into the fridge. Like, these are technically cooking ingredients, but like individual fruits, vegetables, and meats I think are all going to go into the fridge. And that's going to be the easiest way for me to keep track of them. Pineapples, pork chop, radish, steak, tomato. And then there should be more meat in here. Yeah, more ground beef. Another meat patty. I can cook that saucepan with rice today. More steak, more shrimp, strawberries, cheese, pineapple, lettuce, coffee. So all of this is going into fridge. The fridge doesn't work because there's no electricity yet. But it'll just be good for organization. So that we know if we want to craft a food item for the day, we can reach into the fridge. And if we want to just grab something that's readily edible, we can go into one of the cabinets. Then grab me all of this meat. I have plans for the ground beef. I'm going to turn it into meat patties, I think. We have pork chop, a saucepan with rice, shrimp, steak. And then let's make this rice a little fancier, shall we? Let's put like some mixed vegetables in there. We'll do like a fried rice kind of deal tonight. Vegetable rice, add mixed vegetables. Let's add some carrots to it. Let's add some chicken to it. Let's add some leek to it, and then we'll do like salt, pepper. Add pepper. Add salt. We need to be able to fry it like in something, so a little bit of olive oil will help get it fried up. And then that is going to be our dinner. Along with everything else. We will just cook all of our meats to get the cooking XP. Cooking is only level 1 right now, so. Shrimp are done. Looks like bacon will probably be next. followed by our vegetable and chicken rice. Bacon's done. Rice is done. Chicken's done. That has gotten us most of the way to cooking too. In fact, we might actually get it after these 3 are done. We need 28. There you go. So now we can go put all this away. We can read Cooking 2 now. If I have it. I do have it. Let's go. Okay. Already getting tired, but that's fine. I'm gonna stop at like 22. We'll read like a magazine or something. Just to keep the boredom down. And then we'll turn in for the night. Just a nice day inside doing chores. And then still gonna be snowy tomorrow. We want to check the 8 a.m. forecast to see what it says about when this weather is going to stop. Read. Broadcast quality is going to be terrible because it's so gross outside. Blackout. No idea what temperatures are going to be today. Max 34 means it's probably not going to rain. It's windy. Weather continues throughout the day. Tomorrow, 22, very cold. Still windy. Clear skies, so maybe not weather. Very thick fog, of course. We might go outside today, then. Because if we're not going to go outside tomorrow, might as well go outside today and try and get some things done. How's this machete holding up? It's getting close to breaking. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting close. You can go in here. And I'm not taking the van today. I'm gonna do this one on foot. So, where are we going today? Well, we're going up, but then we're not going to go to the Cursed Corner. Instead, we're going to go straight across to like where the food mart is. And we're going to see how bad things are down there, because that's the next area that I would like to start clearing towards. There's my spear friend. I'm very glad that I found you. You're a very important zombie to me. I like your fashion. How many hours in on this file, Saga, or like in Project Zomboid in general? This file, we are at 1 month, 13 days, 1 hour. In terms of on-stream time, I don't know, maybe like 15 hours? But honestly, I haven't been keeping track. It all bleeds together when the pop is this high. Hello! Alright, we're awake now. Greetings! And you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And you, and you, and you. Here, make sure it doesn't sound like Zomboid. You're not the only person to say that audio quality is suspect. Oh, you mean for when you're playing? A Zomboid with no sound, I imagine, would be a little challenging. The audio cues are kind of important at the end of the day. Alright. Let's get past this corner and see how bad it is down here. Oh, it crashes when you have voice meter up. See, this is like... I'm sure eventually I could have learned to use voice meter, but ever since I started using the OBS branch that had the audio application feature in it, which I think is actually just in their main branch now, my life has just been so much easier. I could never figure out how to use voice meter effectively. Like, I know it's powerful for what it does, but it just gave me no end of issues, basically all the time. I don't like this anymore. I don't like that whole philosophy. That is really smelly. Okay, it's really bad down here. Oh, let's get to work. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, nice. Good. I hear you. You can't hide from me. Those are the kind of moments where it's actually really useful to have audio. So I can understand your frustrations with not getting voice meter to work. For this specifically. Great way to just die constantly is not being able to hear zombies behind you. It's a couple more than I'd like to pull it. Oh my god, it's even worse up by the parking lot. Okay. Okay, I didn't think that machete was gonna break that quickly. Let's, I have aggro on me now, so I think I might just nightstick these. And then we'll grab this spear. Not gonna be able to capitalize on that. Okay. spear with hunting knife. You're up next. You're not going to last that long. When you break, I think we've got like 2 crowbars in reserve. But let's get some good use out of you while we can. Come on. There we go. Spear highly OP. I know there's like the, oh, literally all I'm going to do is like carve planks into spears approach to playing the game, but I'm more of a durability Andy myself. And the fact that the crafted spears break after like 10 hits, I can't do it. I need like a crowbar or an axe. Come on. That said, with Insane Pop, I might actually need to resort to crafted spears. Depending on how many zombies I find with weapons actually stuck in them. Good. Come on. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. It is also nice that you can still pull off the spear, the one-hit KO when you're, like, drowsy or fatigued, etc. Like, there's some times when a spear is the only weapon that you're... I see you. There are some times that a spear is going to be the only weapon you're able to use effectively, because you just overstayed your welcome. Alright, we probably need to go sit for a little bit. So, let's... Nah, it's pretty bad. I was going to say, if it's not too loud over here, let's try and get into this house. Because I have sat inside this house before, and I know that the second floor still has all of its doors intact. But I think the best approach is just going to be to go really fast. Not ask any questions, and deal with other problems as they come up. So we'll get a little bit of stamina back. This house is extremely unsafe, so I think we might just like... Nah, we don't need to. I was going to say we might just bolt out the front door in case there's somebody lurking in the corner, but... We're good, we're good, we're good. And then we're just going to get back to work. The goal right now, and this is not a goal we're going to accomplish today, or even in like the next couple days, is to get to this neighborhood here. There are 6 garages there that I have not looted yet. Every garage is potential for a car in the driveway with gasoline in it. Every garage is an opportunity for a car battery charger, which would let us recharge the battery on our truck. Which I think is actually... Which is actually, I think, what is going to give out first on that automobile. I think we are going to run out of battery before we run out of gas. So I think we could very easily find ourselves in a situation where we need to hook up an emergency generator and run it for a bit to get enough battery to run the car for long enough to find a permanent source of gas. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that there's still thumping in this house. I've been walking around down here for like 2 weeks. You'd think they would have broken the door by now. Okay, huge. This is literally a cannon going off in the back. I cannot catch a break with these meta noises, man. It's messed up. Oh, hello. Didn't even see you. This has basically been like meta noise, the playthrough. Every 2 days, somebody fires like a shotgun in the distance. I don't love this spot anymore. Let's get somewhere a little more open. There we go. I feel much safer here. And I mean, like it says in the stream title, it's no respawn. But with Insane Pump, okay, he's finally out. But with Insane Pop, like, spot the difference. At least right now. We're going to get to a point in like 7 months where this is a very boring game when we come back here. But we're not at that spot yet. There you are. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9. I can't tell. The usual. I'm greeting. I'm greeting again. Huge. Never punished. Weather is getting disgusting. Like, really disgusting. Can't see shit out here. Come on, you too. You as well. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'd really rather not do all of those at the same time. Let's get this crowbar onto my back for when this nightstick breaks. Come on, please. There we go. Now I can do something with this. The temptation to shout just once right now is overwhelming. Because, like, I see a couple zombies back in this forest, and I'd really love them to just come and fight me. However, I don't have a sense for how many zombies are around. And I don't want to get swarmed by like 30. That would be a pull off and kite situation. Hello. I don't know where you came from. We're also starting to get tired. It's also 1600. I think this might be turn around and go home time. It feels like we haven't made it anywhere, but that's how I feel every day playing this save file. We are up to 2,000 zombies killed, which in 1 month is like a pretty impressive pace. 2K in a month is a pretty impressive number for also like how weak our character is. our starting strength and our starting fitness are still not as high as they are for like a default character. So the fact that I can only kill zombies for like 4 hours a day and then I have to go home and be tired for like 4 hours, it's impressive that we've managed to do 2000. Now this might look futile to you, and maybe it is, but eventually we are going to have to clear this intersection. There are simply too many zombies here to preserve frame rate. So for 30 minutes, which is going to be like 3 bodies, we're just going to relocate a couple. We're going to do this until like 1830. And it's not even going to make a dent in this population. But I actually think this is a necessary step to preserve frame rate long term. It's also just going to make this street more drivable in the future. Otherwise, we stop paying attention for like 2 seconds, hit the accelerator a little too hard, and we like yeet our truck into a barrel roll, and that's really not what you're going for. Citation, see the last time we played Zomboid. And we're always going to be adding zombies to this pile. Like, don't get me wrong. This corner is going to be busy forever. But this is at least a little bit of active mitigation of the corpse issue that we have up here. Chef, you know that like in the sandbox settings, you can just like turn zombie respawn or zombie like corpse degradation on, right? So like they just go away. Yeah, the point is that I want the zombies to be so prevalent that they pose a logistical challenge to existing in the area. I want to feel like even after I have killed them, they continue to be annoying. And like again, like we're nauseous right now, a hazard to my life in some ways. Let's go get some fresh air. You can actually die from just standing around zombie corpses too long. I want that to be a threat. Because I think it's interesting. We'll do one more. Just one. And then tomorrow we're staying in as well, because tomorrow's going to be thick fog. So, we didn't accomplish a ton today, but that's fine. They can't all be winners. Do I have any skill books that I can start reading tonight that I can continue working on tomorrow? If I do, they'd be weapon books, which are going to be in here. Sprinting we still haven't found. Sneaking we still haven't found. Strength 3. I have strength 3. Okay. We work on strength 3 then. It's quite simple. Give me a fresh water bottle. I would like to read strength 3 for 2 hours. Until 2200. Maybe 2300. We're not even tired yet. Okay, never mind. Now we're tired. I'll still read it to 2300. Good. We can put our broken machete away. We can repair you later. And I'll just eat tomorrow morning. Tomorrow we'll finish strength book. We'll see if we have short blunt or long blade. Read. Okay. We will become fit. We will become fit and we will become strong. How's weight looking? 79? Starting to get to the point where we should bulk up a little bit. So give me a breakfast of champions here. Give me a bag of chips. Give me an ice cream. Okay. We have halted our weight loss. Good enough. Then, find me something to read for the day. Preferably short blunt 3. Short blunt 2, mate. Best I can do. Long blunt 3? No, long blade. Sword lessons 3. Yes. Perfection. And then, give me the forecast. So I don't know if we're allowed to go outside tomorrow. Automated broadcast system. Power grid blackout, we know. Today, cold. Never getting above freezing. Windy. Very thick fog. Yeah, I figured that part out. Tomorrow, even colder. Periods of heavy cloud. And that's it. Tomorrow we can go outside. Valuable knowledge. Finish reading this. Just stand in your house and read a book. Definitely still missing a few skill books still, though. Should try and hunt them down at some point. Alright, that took literally the most of the day. We are bored. Let's go get some maintenance done on our truck to keep our mechanic skill going up. Give me screwdriver. Give me vehicle mechanics. Pop the battery, pop the radio, pop the headlights. Reinstall the battery, reinstall the radio, reinstall the headlights. Uninstall tail lights. There. Didn't quite pull it in far enough. Then, why don't you find me something to eat? Back to losing weight? Give me another bag of chips. No, give me another ice cream. I'll show you how to maintain weight. Just eat 2 ice creams in a day. And then do I have short blade 1? That would be knife tricks. I have knife tricks 2. Do I have spear 2? No, I have 1 and 3. I don't have aiming. Yeah, this is it. This is all that I've got access to. I don't have books to read for the skill ups that I want. So, like, we could go loot, but I'd rather just save it for tomorrow. I'm gonna pull this car in so far that it's gonna make your head spin. 1900 and I'm drowsy. I feel like it's a little early to go to bed, so we might work out tonight. Give me 30 minutes of sit-ups. Sit on ground. Rest. Give me a magazine to mitigate boredom, and then go to bed. We're going to bed early. We're going to have to burn some time off tomorrow because we're going to get up at like 3 a.m. and it's going to be way too dark to get anything done. But that's fine. We're going to get up at like 4 a.m. It's way too dark to get anything done. Let's fast forward time until 6. And then we go out. We have what I believe is a fresh crowbar. It is a fresh crowbar. We have a nightstick that's probably on the way to breaking. It is 8 degrees outside with wind chill. So we might actually not be able to spend that much time outside. That is a cold fucking day. We also have new neighbors. We have a lot of new neighbors. Fine, you're getting whacked. Just those 3? No, there's a 4th one. There is another. Back door's gone. I don't know if I ever repaired it or not, but there's definitely no longer a back door on that house. I don't love this. Do you think you two could come over here? My only concern is that you might work your way into my backyard over there, and I'm not really loving that idea. So, like, it's nothing personal, but I'm gonna need you to go. I prefer my backyard be zombie-free. Thank you. And you? Et tu, zombie? 2 of them out here. Yes, you're very scary. Alright. Bit of an extended perimeter sweep, but important to sweep the perimeter nonetheless. Also, I'm shouting. This is the last time I'm coming down this street. Everyone within earshot will die today. It is decreed. Corner actually quiet for once. Alright. This day is an opportunity to make up ground. We are quickly making it past spots that have hung us up previously. Never mind. Today is not a day for making up ground. Today is a day for wondering how 10 zombies showed up in a parking lot that was clear. Well, I guess we did stay inside all of yesterday because it was foggy, so. I was going to say like 12 hours ago, but it's not 12 hours. It's like 36 hours. That said, I will be shouting. Come to me. My fitness level is 4. My strength level is 4. I am very powerful. You cannot defeat me. Okay. Alright. You guys ready to see just how bad this corner is? Let's find out. Hey. Now watch your 6 here basically all the time. Because who knows what it's going to pull out of random backyards and shit. Like that. Alright, settle in for this one. Where's my beta blockers? We are developing quite a tail behind us. I can't get Oh. I had such an opportunity. And I squandered it. It's not a great push. Well, it'll work out. I hear you. That's a really bad miss. Alright. Let's look into our favorite house quick. Get a quick shot of stamina back. Don't want to burn ourselves out too early here. We would like to get a decently productive day of zombie killing in. That's a bathroom. I'm gonna make it around that corner today. I was gonna say if it kills me, but that was a little morbid. If it's the last thing I do today. Before another day, which is tomorrow, that I'll be alive for. You got any food in here, by the way? Oh, bag of chaps? Eat all. Anything else? Not really. Hey. Hey, what's up? Nobody else appears to have heard that shout. We do have like some stragglers in those backyards, but I'm gonna deal with them when I round the corner up here, I think. can be still fine. So you coming out of that garage. That's fine. I'll have time for you by the time you get in. I see you two coming to say hello. Let's just chill for a bit and wait for you to get here. We happily take that level up. Alright, we've never been down this street before. Can you tell? Can you tell that this is the furthest we've ever been? I really want to fight next to that tree line. Let's try and stay middle of the road. Now the thing about Insane Pop is, or the thing about Insane Pop no respawn, is that it's just unfortunate, the densest zombie population is going to be the very start of the game. As you continue to play, zombies are going to force their way into cells that you've previously cleared out. And it's going to make you think that the population isn't dropping. But the further and further you get from cells that you fight in, the lighter and lighter the zombie pop is actually going to be, because all the zombies from those tiles have been bleeding into the cells that you've been fighting in for, like, basically the whole game. All that to say, I don't think there's any world where this neighborhood up the street is going to be higher pop than what we've been dealing with for like the last 2 or 3 days. At worst, it'll be about the same. And at best, it will actually be quieter up here. That's a hand axe? That's a full axe. That's a hand axe. That's a full axe? I can't tell. It's a hand axe. The point is that zombies from these 6 houses have been hemorrhaging into the streets nearby because there haven't been any zombies there. So the zombies look next door and they're like, oh hey, we could start a new life across the street. There's no more zombies there anymore. So they do. Come on, don't go into that hedge. Alright, you two next, please. No? That's fine. You'll also do. Oh, they're gone. They pieced out. Huh. Don't love that. I kind of wanted to get rid of them because they're in a weird spot. And that's a lot of zombies that I just pulled. Let's break line of sight. on some of them. Some zombies will forget all about me. And that's good. Because my stam is kind of hurt. Down to crowbar? No, no, no. I like crowbars. This is an upgrade. We're like long blunt 7 right now. Long blunt 5. Crowbar is one of my favorite weapons to use. Lasts forever and does decent damage. Sign me up. Wow, it's getting vibrant up there. We're also at high exertion. I actually need to pull off this. This is not a good idea. I should not be fighting at high exertion. I should be thinking about an escape plan at high exertion. Especially because I just saw that tree move. It's just wind, thank God. I need you to fall like now. Thank you. Yeah, okay, we're leaving. We're burning the rest of our stamina here to literally run away. Otherwise, there's going to be nothing left if we find anything on the way home. That should do. Like, this problem. Just hope he doesn't see you, I guess. He didn't see you. Huge. This problem. We're good. Positives, though. We made it further today than we have ever made it before. We are gaining ground, which is positive. What do you have? That's a butcher. That's a cleaver. It's not that interesting. Okay, simply don't know where they come from anymore. But it's okay. We'll spend some time working the intersection pile, and then we'll go home. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. It sucks that you can't get Zomboid figured out, Saiga. I think this would be a fantastic game to watch you play. I mean, really, it's just like a good game to watch anyone play. Owned. Alright, our cutoff is going to be the fence line. So I guess let's just start there. Everything on the left side of that fence is getting put into this pile. Everything on the right side of the fence can go somewhere else. I'm going to do this until like 1700. That's a problem. I'm very tired. Doesn't matter. I was just kidding. It's not a problem at all. Then as far as like how far up it goes, maybe this fence. That's going to be our perimeter. I'm very excited to be able to drive through this intersection at full speed in like 4 months' time when this process is done. We'll get there, we'll get there. How long did it say it's going to do this? 16? 18? 18 seems late. Let's do 17. 18 is like when it starts to get dark. It actually is starting to look cleaner, which is huge. But it's starting to look somewhat civilized in this intersection. But it is 17, so we head back. Over time, we'll do each of these houses, so that little piles up in front of them. Big fan of how many zombies I actually kill. It's so fun, man. Like, why would you not just obliterate every zombie? The problem is that, like, I don't know, like, it's a game that's been in early access forever, you know? Which is fine, because it's, like, inherently imminently playable, but the stealth mechanics are like kinda undercooked. So I feel like if the stealth mechanics were better, there's a video game in here where like you are sneaking around zombies in a house, finding loot, you have like one very secure safe house, and like that's just where you hang out. But in practice, it's just too hard to stealth. So I played like a couple Apocalypse games to start. I was like, yeah, this is okay. But man, what I'd really like to do is kill every zombie permanently and have them never come back. And that's, like, honestly, that's just the way I've ever played. Or I've played ever since. Is I've just been, you know, 6 months later, super hard difficulty, tons of zombies everywhere. You get a little bit of the stealth, espionage, tactics style gameplay at the start, when you're just like scrounging to survive. You're making do with literally anything you can find. Oh, we hit maintenance 10, by the way, nice. But then once you're done with that, and you start to like enter the mid-game, and you've got like that weapon surplus and you're just mowing down hordes of zombies, it feels good. It's a positive emotion. I didn't check the forecast for today. I don't know what it's going to be. Foggy? No. Good. I'm not even going to check it now. I'm just getting out there. We're on a roll right now. Give me even more chips. Let's keep this weight managed. Give me a canned pineapple. I just feel like Zomboid shines as a survival combat game where the odds can vary. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing here? I just feel like Zomboid shines as like a survival combat game where the odds can very tip in, like, in your favor or out of your favor. That's what got me hooked from like the first couple hours of playing Zomboid, was you can go from a situation that you feel like you're in control of to a situation that has spiraled completely beyond your control in a matter of minutes. And if you're not quick to react to that, and have a bit of split-second decision-making that goes into, like, can I stand and fight here, or am I about to be completely overrun? You don't have a great time. What are you all doing in this field? Wow, I can reach him from there. Shout goes a long ways. Get over here. It's fucking skulking in my field. I don't even want to go to that last one. It's so deep. Like 7 Days to Die, even though it's an EA. I mean, like, if it's an EA game but it's playable, and the devs release regular content updates, who really cares? The function and spirit of EA to generate early fundraising while incorporating the feedback of players who are passionate about the game is like, that's a fundamentally sound idea. The only issue is that, like, gamers very frequently have fucked up expectations, where they'll say things like, oh, I hate live service games, and then a game developer will be like, we've released 1.0 of our game. We no longer have any content updates planned. And the community will be like, no! Keep making content for this game forever, but also live service games are bad because they put you on a treadmill of always having to keep up with content, but I want to keep playing this game specifically, so keep making more content for this. But also I don't want to pay for it. I feel like it should be free DLC, because I already gave you $15 to play a game that I got 1,500 hours of entertainment out of. Do not go into that house. I'm right here. Like, unless all you do is buy the next Madden every time it comes out, and then play it for like 4 hours, and then never play it again, virtually any video game you buy is some of the cheapest entertainment per hour that you can buy on the face of the earth. Excepting shit that's, like, actually free. But you're really gonna go spend, like, $18 on a movie ticket to watch a movie for 2.5 hours? That's like $6 an hour worth of entertainment. That's a crazy bad ratio. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 kind of falls into the same category, but the thing I like about Guild Wars 2 is that it doesn't leave you behind. Like, I played a lot of WoW back in the day, and I loved playing World of Warcraft. Wonderful game for the period of my life that I was in, which was guy in undergrad with a ton of free time. But the nice thing about Guild Wars is that I never get left behind by the game. if I step off of the gear treadmill, the game does not keep running in front of me. It's like, no. Thank you, Meta Noise. Very cool. The game is like, no, you're good. All your legendaries will be here for you when you come back, and also if you're ever looking to kill a couple hours in a day, just, you know, grind another legendary out. You're investing in your future. Hey, museums are a little different, because, like, museums in a lot of cases fill a public good. But there are definitely some points where a museum could be too expensive. Like, my parents were up a month ago or so, and we went to generic East Coast Museum of Art, where I live. And it was legitimately, like, we spent 3 or 4 hours there or something like that. The ticket was, like, $30, and I 100% got my money's worth. Now, I'm not going to go there, like, every weekend and be like, man, I can't wait to look at the suits of medieval armor for, like, you know, the 7th time this year. There's not a lot of repeat value in a museum, but they're, like, important things to exist. They're kind of in a different category. This is a place called Meow Wolf. You're gonna have to tell me more about this museum experience that you went to called Meow Wolf. Or if you would prefer to save this for, like, a stream story. Sounds like something that could go pretty hard. This is such a bad idea to shout right now, but I have confidence in myself. If you're confident in yourself, you can't be stopped. Oh yeah, here they come. Here they come. Okay. I think I could be down with that concept. I kind of see what you're selling to me. Today's the day. We're getting into all 6 of these houses today. I will not be denied. You cannot deny me. Unless it's, like, way worse than I thought up here. Then I will not be getting into these 6 houses today. But I'm gonna go for it. It does not look that bad. This looks achievable right now. I think to start, maybe we just get into this house here so we can take a sit. Zombie? Or wind? Wind. It is windy today, remember. So if you see trees vibrating, doesn't necessarily mean it's zombie. Into a pizza place? Dude, I could go for a pizza place right now. That does sound really cool. Like, I've always been a fan of more hands-on museums. So, like, I grew up in the Midwest. I lived in Chicago for a couple of years with my parents, then we moved when I was like 4 or 5. But I have extremely fond memories of the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. Outstanding museum. It's not like full hands-on, but they do have a lot of like hands-on style exhibits that let you sort of get to experience stuff instead of just looking at it, and that's always been, in my mind anyway, like a good way to design a museum in a way that is engaging. Bro, I just want to go in this house, man. I just want to get inside. I do not know Connie's Pizza. What did we do? What was the pizza place that we always did? It'll come to me, and when I remember it, I'll let you know. Check backyard. Backyard totally fine. We're doing it. Oh, okay. Maybe not. South Archer. Okay, I was in Downers Grove. So I was out on like the west side of the city. I was there until I was like 5, 6, something like that. And then we moved up to Cedarburg in Wisconsin. I don't want to sit in a room with a body. I want to... This bed will be fine. Sit. Dude, we're in. First house. First house has been breached. Now, I'm not doing really like any looting in here. I'm gonna make sure there's no zombies around, but I'm not really here to grab stuff yet. I'm here to eat, I'm here to sit, and I'm here to leave. Uncooked ground beef. No, no, no. No. It's all bad. Canned corn? Sure. Eat all. There's a bag of chips on the table over here. Eat all. Aiming for Dummies 2? That's the wrong book. Nimble 1? That's the wrong book. Strength 2? I don't need it, but I'll read it for completion. Sneaking 1? That's a good book. We need that. Okay. If nothing else, at least we got some reading materials. Duct tape 2. I'll remember you for later. And then what do you got in your garage? 7 metal sheets. Another box of nails. An empty bottle. A garbage can. Good. Good house. Not great house. Good house. But importantly, we're refreshed. And we're ready to quite literally attack the day once again. Let me get down to this corner, because this corner looked like it's devolved into chaos as soon as I left. Get you out of here. How do you feel about the houses you saw last night? That they had devolved into chaos? Or did you think they were good houses, but not great houses? That has to be a zombie, yeah. It's way too much shaking for just the wind. Good house, but not great. Fair. These, like, objectively are very nice houses in terms of size, but the loot quality is really not what I need them to be right now. Is that a tall fence in your backyard? It is. Okay, that's a little interesting. It is just your backyard, so it doesn't help me a ton. Okay. So it doesn't help me a ton, but it is nice to know. The plan here, I think, is going to be to loop around the houses to the right side first, because those backyards should be a little less noisy. And then we'll take the houses on the far side of the street, because the backyards butt up against pure wilderness. And that seems like a place for many spookums to reside, so we're just gonna chill on that side for now. You've got a fence too. This is an interesting little neighborhood up here, isn't it? I'm greeting. I'm greeting again. Getting a little nervous about not looking behind me. Behind me's fine. Okay. Yeah, we very much had a pick 3 situation when we got our current house. It was like, we couldn't quite get everything to line up exactly the right way, but I think at some point, unless you get really lucky, especially in the current market, it's kind of like, if you've got something good enough in front of you, you gotta take it. Okay, never mind. Fine, I will be going. Alright. Chill, Satan, just chill. Behind me still fine? Yes. Oh my god, I don't. Where did you all come from? And this is on the side of the street that I thought would be safe. Check behind you. It's been a while. You're fine. Bad swing. Good swings. Great swings. Just convert one of them. It's fine. You don't need both. Okay, this is why we check behind us more frequently than I have been. Easy. I wasn't ever, like, scared or anything. Maybe you were. Alright, so this is the end of the street. That's positive. Decent budget, but just no houses supply fit the supply. No. Decent budget, but no houses fit that budget. Yeah. Is it still like... I mean, I don't know, because like we've owned for 2 or 3 years now, but is there still like a fucked up like supply and pricing on houses, or did we mostly make it through that COVID bubble? Because when Amanda and I were looking, we weren't mid-COVID, but we bought basically at the tail end of lockdown, and everything was just very weird. Like, prices were weird, availability was weird. There was a bunch of people who were, like, basically fleeing the city because they didn't have to work from, or because they didn't have to go to the office anymore. So they were like, finally, I can go into the suburbs. I'm so excited. And then we just bought a house from presumably a family that did that for what was, at the time, like a very, very decent price. But the kinds of houses that were popping up on the market were just like all over the place because everyone was trying to sell. Last year is the worst year in 20 years for home sales. Low market value. Okay. Yeah, absolutely don't live in an HOA. That's just a cursed existence. Nothing. You're a disappointment. Starting to get quiet around here, boys. I think we're starting to gain control of this situation. Alright, nobody outside. Then we go upstairs and see who's thumping. I don't think I would live in an HOA if every single other box got checked. I've heard so many horror stories that I think I would not do it. Alarm clock? You do not have an alarm set, that's good. An M14. Not yet, but maybe later. Pipe wrench, adhesive bandages, don't need those, have plenty. T-shirt, no. This house feels like it's been a massive letdown. Let's have some handgun in there, that's not that important. Never mind. Aiming for dummies 1 is definitely one that we need. Oh, I mean, if you're gonna like infiltrate the HOA and dissolve it, yeah, like more power to you. I don't know that I have the time or energy to do that, but I thought I heard a thump. $1,700 though? That's time to go home, in my book. But, look at this shit. Shortcut of the century? Oh, baby. Progress. Sir. Sir? Thank you. We'll do a couple more of these. Dude, it's really starting to feel like it's quiet over here. This is good news. Like, only killing 3 zombies at the corner? That's great stuff. So, when are we going to go home with this one? Because it's already 1750? I don't know, how about 1830? We'll go home at 1830 on this one. A short shift at the interchange. You just do a little each day. And eventually you're done. I can respect that approach, Saiga. I think, like, I tell people that I don't maintain grudges, but I think I actually, like, maintain grudges as much, if not maybe, like, a little bit more than an average person. I just don't... I can never summon the motivation to, like, invest time into them. I'm just like, oh, the person said thing I don't like? Okay, fine. Guess I'll just never talk to them again and, like, not notice any difference in my life. That's my grudges. Also, I guess we're doing this until 1900? Dude, we're so close, though, man. Like, 2 more days, and you will be able to see this intersection. And we'll have to find a new spot. I can't wait. We also need to check the forecast for tomorrow, because I didn't listen to it this morning. We just gotta see what the weather's gonna be like. It's not a huge deal, but it'd be good to know. Let's also get 1 or 2 of these moved out of the way. Cleaning up the neighborhood. Alright, 2000, good time to go home. I left my door open. Alright. Who's home? No one, but I'm looking upstairs. I don't trust it. I do trust it. We're fine. Okay, note to self, close your door when you leave for the day. That would be a good idea. Eat chips. Maintain weight. Eat chips. Still losing weight. Okay. Eat half of a cereal. That'll do it. We might have to start thinking about where we can get some more calorie-dense food here relatively soon. The starvation diet is not going to work forever. Oh, let's put some of our books away, too. Let's check the forecast. Device options. Turn on. Tune in. Sit on ground. I would like to read Sneaking 1. This is today. We already lived through today, so we don't have to worry about it. It was very windy today, that's true. Tomorrow, still cold. Not as windy. Nothing. Okay. Tomorrow, totally fine day to go outside. 21:10. I will sleep. If we get up early, we can just read more books. We finally have books to read again. 5:10. Yeah, that sounds like perfect book reading time. Let's get through Sneaking 1. It has actually stopped raining outside, gamers. Like in real life, not in Project Zomboid. This is good news. Means that I can go outside and get like a pizza for later today so I can watch the F1 race. Very exciting. So eat the second half of the cereal. Close your door. Visitors. None that I can see. Yeah, it has a bar. It gets pretty awesome at night. Okay. You've got me interested. It seems like a good way to make money, too, is like during the day you're family focused, and then during the night you're like, you have the adult shift. Because the thing about museums is, most adults won't tell you this. I'm different. I'm one of the cool adults, so I'm willing to say this. Adults fucking love museums. Like children's museums and stuff, and like hands-on museums, but you can't just like go to a hands-on museum if you're like an adult. So you gotta like have some kids so that you can go to the museum. Unless it's one of those museums that's like, hey, if you come by at night, we have like a bar and an adult night, and you can like do all the exhibit stuff with other adults, and then like we don't have to tell anyone that it happened. Stop being confused in that tree. Thank you. Alright, these backyards are fine. Oh yeah, I imagine Denver's like a whole different vibe. I'm thinking like as a Midwesterner, people are like, yeah, we just go and have like alcohol because it's the only kind of drugs we're like allowed to have. But in other states, that's not so true. Alright, you 3 as well. You 4 as well, sorry. Don't know where you came from, but you'll be going. Like, look at how long this crowbar has lasted, Saiga. This crowbar is on like day 4 of full duty use. Holy cow, it's a mess back here. What are you guys doing? You have a knife. Okay, it's actually really bad. I really don't want to fight in close quarters like that. I found a shitload of guns. I'm just not really taking them. Because using any gun when population is this high without like a very clearly defined escape plan is suicide. You have no possibility of shooting off like an M14 without 150 to 200 zombies hearing about it. And when that many show up, you have so much panic that you can't actually shoot accurately anyway. We'll find opportunities to use guns in this playthrough. Like, I don't have a primary goal for this game right now, except just like live and explore parts of Louisville that I haven't explored yet. But one of the like secondary goals that I have is I think it would be neat to grind every single skill to 10. So that might be something that we work on if we feel like we need something to work on. If we get bored of just living. But right now, just living is keeping me plenty busy. Let's get back into some of these garages. I see you, by the way. I see you. Lurking in this hedge. You haven't escaped my notice. I guess I should probably go up the street first. Just to make sure nobody's really moved in. And then I've got this as a backup plan. Hey, sounds good. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will catch you around later today, probably. I was planning on playing on SBI to finish up some Rush Week stuff. So I'll probably see you around later tonight if you're playing. Who else wants some? Really, not that many people want some. Well, here's one person who wants some. They don't want the products I have on offer. I hear one. There you are. I'm gonna have to let you come out that window. I didn't think I would knock you over like that. There we go. Ah, there's more of you. I see. This is a highly defendable backyard. Hello? Why did I just have panic flash? That's why. Okay. Little metagamey, but... Well, I guess we want to go inside and clear this quick. Let's check outside one more time. I knew it. God, I'm so tempted to yell. It's just the easiest way to get zombies to show you where they are. Now we go in. I hate that so much. Alright, we sit, we rest. Half these houses, not secured, but investigated. Haven't done that house, and then we just need to do this row. And then after that, I think I'm heading down this main street, which is going to be a long clear. It's going to be a long, long clear, but I want to get into this area. Look at all these houses that we could loot here. That's the dream. It's the dream spot. Like, I think once we manage to breach that neighborhood, we will probably do a full move. Let me just make a sandwich quick. Delicious. Not really anything. Nothing that has an immediate use. Like, it'll be valuable later, but there's nothing in there that makes me go like, whoa, I need this right now. I'm yelling. I rested. I'm reasonably sure that everything behind me is safe, so I just want them to funnel all through here. And here they come. More than I was expecting, but not more than I can handle. Not more than I can't handle. Okay, maybe a little more than I can handle. Nah, just kidding. Okay. We're good. We're good. It's going to be one big pull. There's probably going to be 2 or 3 more of those today to get into these last couple houses. And then we can think about pulling the van up and doing an actual concerted loot in here. See you. He's having some problems. We'll check in later. I still see people in that backyard, so I'm going to shout again. Only 4 this, 5 this time looks like. 6. 7. Horrible swing, and as a result, a failure to capitalize on like basically killing every single one. So that's pretty unlucky. Didn't I see one more of you up here? No. You, for some reason, just aren't interested in playing with others. And then there's one more like here. It's also just very antisocial. And then past that, that is wilderness out there. There's nothing. I do know there's still one more zombie in the house. We'll be fine. 1,000,000 bucks. Perfect. We will deal with you later. Here you are. Shot herself. should mean that this house is empty. Certainly looks that way. Nothing valuable though. I guess I should blow off this this exertion. And then it's 1700 already. I really wanted to get those last two houses done. But I guess if we're drowsy already, it can't be helped. Need to save a little bit of endurance. Just in case we find anyone on the way home. Like that. You know what? I'm tired of walking past these houses and hearing banging. I'm going in. It's time for you to quiet down. Another crowbar. Couple books. We'll do a more thorough loot later. I'm really just trying to quiet these houses down. How did you... Okay, I hate this setup right now. I really thought I could get him with the stab. There. You need to go first. I don't trust you to not try and come inside. Keep it down. We have to do some work at the corner tonight. We're only going to do one, though. We have to keep the habit. If you take one day off, it becomes easier to take any other number of days off. This way, at least we can say we did something. I saw you. Feels like we're starting to get this population a little under control. Hate that, though. I don't know how I got line of sight on you from the road, but I'm glad I did. A good day. A productive day. We are pushing deeper into these neighborhoods than we ever have before. No, you should just have like more cereal. Because you're probably dropping weight again? No! Well, you should maintain them. Eat half of a cereal. We'll keep it around 79. And then we have like an hour to read. Get me through Strength Book 2. We don't need it. It's going to be obsolete. But I want to have it done so that if I mouse over it, it says that we've read all the pages. Good enough. Sleep. Yes. Alright, I'm going to do one more day, and then that's probably going to be it for me for stream today. But we'll go see if we can get up to some mischief. And I think where I want to go in particular is I want to do these 5 houses. Because this area should be quieting down a bit. And I think we'll have a pretty easy time of getting in there, clearing some things out. And then moving on with our lives. Finish the rest of Strength Book though. Then I can just put it away. Alright. 1 p.m. Little late to be hitting the road for 1 p.m., but it'll be fine. Do I think Nullfield is still useful? Yes. I think Nullfield got buffed. I thought I heard a zombie growl. I think Nullfield got buffed. So it removes fewer boons overall. It lasts for a shorter duration. But within that duration, it strips faster. So you're more able to cut through a boon stack using Nullfield now than you were previously when it pulsed more slowly. Which is a buff. Because the faster you can remove boons per second, the more effective any damage you apply to that spot is going to be. Now that's only really going to hold true for groups that are organized. Wow, your backyard goes back a long ways. It's only going to really hold true for groups that are organized. But for groups that are able to call for Chronos using Nullfield, and then have damage players that are able to use their damage where the Nullfield is more powerful than it used to be. And then one more from the right side. One more from the back. How many more video gamers you got in this backyard? None. Alright. So do I think Hybrid Chrono is still alive? I think that Domination Chaos Chronomancer is probably the best Chronomancer that's available right now. You have Filler Stab, but you strip on all of your shatters. And you drop Inspiration, but you have like a Druid or a Support Scrapper take care of it. Because Inspiration was what ate a couple of nerfs in that balance patch on the 19th as well. Like, Null Field was the big hit, Stab Application was the big hit, but there was also the nerf to the way that, like, one of your Condi Cleanse abilities worked. And that was one of your main loves for even being an Inspiration. Please knock next time if you're in a room. Thank you. We're extremely lucky to be alive right now. Like, extremely lucky to be alive right now. I did not think there was anyone in this house. Anyway, on to the next one. You also have a big yard. I didn't realize these were fenced. I guess maybe this explains some of the zombie population issues we've been having in this section of the map. Just keep shouting. Bring them all. We're on clear duty today. That should grab everyone in the back. You. Okay, the next yard over is fucked up right now. Let's shout here, and I want to drag them all along this fence, and then just kill them right here. Come on. You guys can come right out here. I've got great visibility. And we'll just brawl. Next is actually going to be going inside that house. So. But yeah, do I think mostly Stab Chrono is still alive? I think, or mostly Hybrid Chrono? I actually think it's the other way around. I think mostly Strip Chrono is definitely alive, and then you throw some stability in there. And you basically ignore everything that Illusions was getting you. Leave that to dedicated single party, or secondary support roles. Alright, I think we're fine out here. Lug wrench might be the last thing we need to change tires on the van. Clear. 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 I mean, I think Full Stab Chrono's also, like, fine still. It's not like it's bad. I just think that as you need more boons removed from an enemy group, you're going to want to pivot back to having strips on shatters from domination. Otherwise, there's simply not enough boon removal left. Like, if you're not running Strip Chrono, what are you using to remove boons? Necro? Or are you just ignoring it and trying to punch through protection? There's not a lot else that gets rid of boons anymore. Spellbreaker, I guess. It's like one approach. Are you using like the Might Share Spellbreaker then? Like Selly Spellbreaker, where you're also there to like generate 25 stacks of Might all the time? Or are you doing like Power Spellbreaker, where you're like a hybrid DPS class? I think either way could work. It's just a question of what you're looking for, I guess. Yeah, Failing Strength Spellbreaker. I liked that build. I thought that build was really fun. It's good to know that people haven't completely given up on it. You have an axe. So I'll be relieving you of that item, if you don't mind. And then it's 1820 and we're feeling it. So this is probably going to be last zombie for the day. And then we're going to pack it up. Pack it up, pack it in. We didn't quite get where we wanted to today. We didn't get to those last two houses, but we also killed a significant number of zombies. We're up to 2452. It is 1 month and 18 days. And things are going very well. We have no real threats to our existence right now, besides zombies. We're not in a position where we have to use the car for anything. We aren't really in a position where we're going to run out of food, although that probably is going to be like the most pressing concern here soon-ish. But as soon as we make it down to that neighborhood to the south, I'm telling you, it's going to be like the promised land down there. Every house is going to be stuffed full of food. We're going to have 1 million weapons in each of those garages. And then that is going to serve as our base for advancing even deeper into Louisville. So it's good. We have a clear plan of attack. And knowing that there's like at least three more houses in the, or three more crowbars in these houses as we continue to go over them with a fine-tooth loot comb, I don't think we have really any major concerns about whether we have enough weapons to get us to that point or not. Especially because we've got the axe, and in a pinch we can just make 100 crafted spears. That's our fail case, and as far as fail cases go, it's not a bad one. We also still have like an almost full durability machete, so we've got any number of ways to work our way out of this current situation. But I do think that's where I'm going to be done with Zomboid for now. I'm going to go get myself some lunch. I'm going to go get a couple of work tasks done for the day. I might get a nap in. And then somewhere around 8, 9, 10 p.m., somewhere around there, we're going to go tag up on Anvil Rock, or we're going to find someone else who's running. And we're going to take care of our rush achievements. So I will see you guys around for that, if you're a fan of the Guild Wars. If not, I would strongly suggest joining the Discord, opting into the pings that you want to get from the roles that are set up in that server. And then there's also the VODs channel, if you want to catch up on some stuff that we've done in the past. But till then, take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you around next time. Have a good one.